Hey guys, I just wanted to take some time and talk about some of these Tacky fly boxes. So a year ago I picked up the original Tacky fly box. These guys here are pretty spiffy. They have a great latch to open because they're magnetic locks. So easy to open, easy to close. They're very durable. These things, you could bend them, you could probably step on them, they're not going to break. The front is see-through so you can see your flies. But the thing that makes these really special is they have these silicone backing here, which is the thing I think they refer to as the tacky thing. But yeah, these are really durable. It holds its structure really well, so you can put flies in and take flies out all the time without changing the structure or degrade the material. So you put that in, stays in pretty well. Put this guy in here, stays in pretty well. Your flies aren't going anywhere. This holds them really well, and you know what? It'll probably last you your whole life. These are actually really popular. There's tons of videos about them, and I like it quite a bit, so I picked up the new version. So the new version here is called the 2X, which is the original 2X here. The only difference really is you get two sides of the silicone backing. So this one I think is made for nymphs really, just because when you close this guy you can see that there's not going to be much room here and your flies will be quite crowded. So I'm thinking nymphs around 14 and up would probably fit in here the best. These things are great because they are slim, they're long, and what I like about the long slim boxes here versus, I guess for comparison, these smaller ones are a little thicker, is that fly vests are generally, they have long deep pockets. So I think these ones fit so much better inside fly vests than these traditional ones, and because they fit so much better in there, you don't need the thickness because you're actually utilizing better space with the length. And so if you really wanted to actually throw more flies in, you could probably get two boxes here. So this probably looks pretty thick to you, but if you actually compare it to a traditional one here, you actually are basically throwing the same thickness in there. So that's what I love about these slim profiles. They are excellent, and I hope more fly box companies utilize these slim profiles. They're great to open, and they're just really durable. They have keyholes at the top here, or at the sides here, so you can latch these on to fly vests so you don't lose any of your stuff. But yeah, I really like these quite a bit, so of course I picked up another one here. Some negatives I have about these are the weight. Like, these are actually really heavy. If you have a chance to pick one up, definitely do so. You'll notice that there's a big weight difference between the traditional foam ones here and these ones. Of course, these are foam and these are the silicone sheet thing, so you're gonna have some weight difference. So if you care about weight a lot and you want to actually pack light, these may not be for you. Another thing about these that people may not be aware of is they are not waterproof. So as you can see here, they have the magnetic opening or magnetic closures, whatever. So water will seep in here quite easily. So if you're keeping nymphs or streamers, it's not too big of a deal that they get wet. But if you're throwing dry flies in here, just be aware that these are not waterproof. They dunk in the water, your flies will get wet. But of course, if they were waterproof, they wouldn't be convenient to open like this. These open so nicely and close so nicely that it's actually fun to actually use them. So I wouldn't say it's a negative or a positive really. It's just, yeah, you're trading convenience for waterproofness. And just for comparison's sake, waterproof fly boxes, you generally have to latch them, and it's actually quite a bit harder to do so. It takes a little more time. Here's another one here. But yeah, just basically, if you want a waterproof one, then maybe don't go for these. If it doesn't matter, definitely go for these just because they're nice and spiffy. Another thing I want to talk about is this box here in particular, and just basically not a knock to the box at all, just the way I organize my flies. I bought this one just because it's versatile. You have two sets of silicone paddings here that you can put flies in, but I just wanted to show you that this may be not the best solution for everyone, just because it's not going to be the best for me. You can put your nymphs in here and they'll stay here pretty solid. You're not going to have a problem with them falling out. But for me, I personally prefer this style of nymph box here. These ones I love just because they have magnetic backs, so your flies stay in generally pretty well. If you do drop this box, expect most of your flies to fall out. What I like about them is you can just grab flies so easily, and you can just sort them by whatever size, type, or whatever. It's just convenient, and you could always see what you want. But I just love the fact that you could just stick your finger here and grab something out instead of having to put it back into its holder here, like so. You could just throw it in and you're done. And because of the magnetics, the magnet on the back, they stick in really well. This of course is the same thickness of this basically, so I just prefer this one for my small nymphs. Of course, I picked this box up mainly just to throw in things like this, some small streamers and some big nymphs, but just because it's two sides, I think it's more versatile. I know I'll find use for this, so that shouldn't be a problem. And that's just basically the Tacky fly boxes. I know I showed you a bunch of other fly boxes as well, but I just wanted to show you a comparison and how I use, how I organize my flies. And there's not going to be one fly box that's going to be good for everything, so it's important just to try a few things out every once in a while. But these fly boxes, these Tacky ones, they are great for what they are. You just got to use them the right way. And I hope this review was useful to you. Thanks again for watching. Bye.